Hello and welcome back to the WwenxT and to NXT Great American Bash predictions. And yeah, obviously this show kind of been put on at a certain time. I wonder why that is. But let's not get into that. Yeah, it's an intriguing looking card on there. Not too many matches planned because obviously it's kind of been booked a bit on the fly. I've got to admit. But yeah, there's still some intriguing stuff on there. So let's get straight into it. And I'm going to start off with Sol Rucker versus Izzy Dane for the North American Championship. And yeah, this is an interesting match. I feel like both these women kind of coming on leaps and bounds at the moment. Sol Rucker, I think, still towards the earlier days of her championship reign. Personally, I'd like to see it continue a bit more. I think she's got, quite a lot more to offer with that belt at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to say that Sol Rucker will get the win here. But I think having both of these women on pay-per-view and have the chance to really impress, I'm going to say it'll be a good one. But moving on into Jordynne Grace and Blake Monroe taking on Fatal Influence for the Tag Team Championships. And yeah, this is obviously interesting because Jordynne Grace is obviously competing at Evolution as well for the NXT Women's Championship. And yeah, I've got a feeling that she might be winning those belts. So, having these two team up here, obviously not the tag titles on the line is interesting. Probably hints at a direction that the faces will be getting the win. But yeah, will obviously lead to some tension and a match down the line. So yeah, I'm going to say it'll be Grace and Monroe who get the win. Moving on into Obafemi versus Inamura for the NXT Championship. And yeah, it feels like Inamura is kind of just there to give Obafemi a match. Where Femi will obviously get the win. NXT's booked him as such a dominant champion. I like Inamura, but let's face it, he's kind of been booked nowhere near enough for him to be able to come away with a win here. So yeah, I'm going to say it will be Obafemi who comes away with a win here. Personally, can't see any other outcome, to be honest. So yeah, it'll be Femi retaining. Jasper Troy takes on Javon Evans, and what's an really interesting match. Obviously, Troy's really new to the brand, and it almost weirdly feels here like Javon is kind of like the kind of veteran in the match, weirdly. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I think it all depends really on future plans they have for Javon, because obviously we all know Jasper Troy is going to be heavily pushed, but whether Javon's future lies on the main roster or NXT, I feel like it's an NXT for a bit longer. So I think if he can get a win here, I think Jasper Troy will benefit from having a great match, but I'm going to say it'll be Javon Evans who gets the win here. Moving on then to Ethan Page against Ricky Saints, and yeah, this is an interesting match. Obviously Ethan Page, he kind of seems to have a belt and then loses it quite often in NXT, and yeah, I feel like that's the case here, where Ricky Saints, he could really do something to do having a title belt, or maybe going to the main roster. I don't think he'll go to the main roster quite yet, so I'm going to say it will be a victory here for Ricky Saints and he'll become the new North American champion. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.